guys, and welcome back to the channel, and happy Halloween for part 2 of our Halloween special. So we've got here on the Gold Coast, just got inside Dreamworlds, so let's start walking around so we can find it. Okay, first thing we're noticing, we actually got a little character meet and greet out here with, honestly I actually do not know the name of these characters, but yeah, the male and female meant to be like Mickey Minnie, that park mascots. Okay, so I think let's head down this way and see what else we can see. Well, also actually before we do that, we are noticing there's a few of these carnival games up, so let's go check this one out quickly. So I'll show what I can around, but we've got just a basketball one here. I believe I saw when we were last here, there's a few more also around, so like I said, let's keep walking around and see what else we can see, guys. Okay, I promise you we are going to continue moving, but as I started moving, I saw another one of the characters came out, which is again, I don't know, it's been years since I've seen any of these characters, and they just seem super dated to me now, but we have got this weird wizard guy on a scooter. So I can see a better angle. We can see like a little glow cut, so we've got some bows, some ears, so glowing hair. There's also like lightsaber looking things, as well as for additional $5 we've got the buckets or an inflatable zombie. Something which is kind of cool. Also on the other side, again, there's just so many people, I'm trying hard to keep my distance. We got some toffee apples here, also for about $5. But I'm gonna leave until the rest of the people I'm meeting up here actually keep chat with me. So let's go in here and see if there's any exclusive merch. Okay, so checked in this little emporium. Actually, wow, it really is actually called the Main Street Emporium. Sorry, but they've got no exclusive merchandise. I will continue checking around the park, but I think, unfortunately, we've kind of just found out that it's just not something that happens here on the Gold. I was going to say Gold Coast, but I've been in Australia actually. We're just not getting any like exclusive merchandise for the events. But as we go past, we can actually see they have got the popcorn pumpkin bucket, which is $10, and for an additional $6, I think it is, you can get it refilled. But there's the sign, and that's just here. It's returning to give bearings. So we got like the entrance, the ball thing, Emporium here to where we enter, but turning. So then you'll find the popcorn stand there, and we're gonna keep heading this way. Okay, I'm gonna have to show this to you guys again more and later, but we have kind of got like a little setup here for some pumpkin stuff. But even more interesting, there's a photo up here, which actually does give like the year and the date and the event sort of thing. So at least there's something you can get some sort of showing that you're at this event. Okay, so I'll give my bearings. So we've kind of come around this corner. So we've got the claw here, but as we turn, we've got another one of these like carnival games, pop the balloon, and also some like singing, talking pumpkin things. We will also have to come back and check them out after it's dark, so it's hopefully easy enough to see. But turning, go the opposite way, we've also got a little stand here, which is selling some spooky Spider Sundays, so kind of interesting. But let's keep heading down this way and see what else we can see. Okay, so hopefully the wind's not bothering, but I've kind of just come down this pathway here towards that coaster that's normally here, and we can see this little bar and grill sort of area is actually open. But what I was going to show you off, we've got a hay maze here, so may quickly check out what that is. And the other side, just down here, so we can still see the green screen, so no coaster, but is the entrance to like the escape rooms. So I think, let's see if we can go in there and see what's going on with those. We'll come in here, turn around. So this area here is obviously closed off, and we've got the two little rooms here, which is kind of cool. And then obviously you got counter here where you go kind of get it all paid for, organized, and as I said, room 1 and room 2, which is kind of cool. Okay, the maze over there, I'm still not sure if I'm actually going to do it, but I am noticing we kind of come down this section further, which I haven't in a while, and the sign to this roller coaster is covered up, and I can see some stuff up there for Shake Shack, something else in here, so I'm not sure. Wow, also they've exposed the whole, this I can zoom in, the whole queue line that used to be indoors is exposed, so it definitely looks like that's getting a facelift and probably even a name change, so that's interesting. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, like if we're gonna go for like a whole surfing theme, or is Shake, yeah, I'm pretty sure what it says is gonna be the name of the new coaster, but I'm interested to see when it actually reopens. And also just to point out, got here, I believe that is actually the entrance into Whitewater World, so you can jump between the parks internally when this all reopens. But saying that, there's like a little door here. No idea what's in there, so let's go quickly find out. Secret doorway turned out to just be restrooms. So let's have a look at this. I feel like I'm not going to be able to do it. Oh, we'll point out quickly while I have a second. While we're entering, they'll give out like these little cards. Do I have any? For like the trick-or-treating locations, like these sort of things. And they outright refused to give me one. I got that because I got it off someone else. They gave me because they didn't want it. But so far, it's like I said, I'm going to have to find out when other people get here and when we actually try to do the trick-or-treating, what's going on there. But it definitely seemed like they were trying to age restrict who they were giving the cards to, which is unfortunate. Like, it's not really what the event is meant to be about. Like, it's a whole Halloween, like everyone in the right spirit, but I'm not sure. Hopefully that audio behind me isn't annoying. They're sort of blowing me out. So let's try to check this maze out for the fun of it, okay? I found the exit, but let's go back this way and just actually keep wandering around it. Let's have some more fun. It's only like a little thing, and obviously it's time for kids, but that actually was a little bit of fun. Just kind of figuring your way out. I ironically actually figured out quite quickly, but it's still fun. Okay. I think let's head this way, check out like the arcade and everything. Oh, actually, nothing about it. We've got another gate here, a little entrance. So let's see if we can look through there and see if we get a better shot than we did last time, or what's actually going behind the gate. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there was a whole trolls thing they're building back there. So looks like we're actually going to get like a trolls, either chilling area maybe, or even maybe an attraction in this little area back here. So I can zoom in. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Definitely wasn't able to see any of this sort of stuff from the other point of view last time. Okay, so there is a trick-or-treat location down there, but I realized last time when I was editing, I never came back and showed you guys inside the arcade. So let's see how this place has kind of changed and set up, like the difference, okay? Okay, so there's the trick-or-treat location, but like I said, I'm going to try to come back to that later on, but we actually can get through these gates that we couldn't last time, so we can look over here so we can see the back to that whole trolls thing I was showing you on the other side. So it's going to be interesting to find out what that eventually ends up becoming. You can see the same sort of thing here. So theming on the back of it, so obviously this area back here is also going to be used as well. Like I said, we have to find out what is this building in here being used for. Because let's get moving just because of the sound. Because the last thing I remember it being used for was, as I pointed out in my last videos, which you guys haven't seen, links down below to all the playlists of the Gold Coast parks I've shown, but was like a zombie laser tag sort of thing. So yeah, it'd be interesting what they kind of try to turn that into now, or is it still just going to be an empty area? Either way, I think let's head into like the whole Dreamworlds, I think it's now called. So I try hard to remember the name of these areas for you folks, but honestly they've changed so often in my own personal memory, so it's just trying to keep them straight in my own head. But saying that, let's turn around and we're going to go through past these like tiger statues. Okay, like I said, not an update video, but as I pointed out when we were at SeaWorld yesterday, that really I'm going to update just in general as we go past things, but we can see that this like Kung Fu Panda attraction is still down, and even more so they've kind of removed like the center joints that were there last time, and we can see like some sort of forklift or something over there, so they're obviously doing some massive updates to this. Or this Kung Fu Panda ride may actually just be being removed completely. Maybe it's run its course and they're trying to re-theme it, the whole area. I've kind of done a good little whip around the park, not most of it, but a good chunk of it. and yeah, there's nothing really else flash hot or anything going on. And as I pointed out a couple times, I'm waiting on some people, so I think I'm gonna catch base with you guys when it gets darker. The effects are more noticeable, things like that. And getting tongue-tied. I've caught up with who I'm gonna be doing this party with, so I'll see you guys probably in like 30-40 minutes, okay? Okay, it's actually only been like 10 minutes since I last spoke to you guys, but I've come to look through like this gift shop in the Main Street Emporium. I just want to point these out. They're 40% off. They're Tower of the Terror mugs. It's a ride that's gone. It's the one that I was showing you in the last video. Like I said, again, links down below to that, but yeah, there's been ripped out completely, but they've obviously still got an abundance of the mugs they're trying to get rid of. Okay, let me keep looking around.
Later that same evening.
Okay guys, it's literally about 3 hours since I last spoke to you. I've caught up with my people, so I got Tubbs and Ben. We did the rally car ride. Okay, no one knew how to line up properly, it took far too long. We've got about 20 minutes until this event actually ends, so we're trying to get some of the trick-or-treating done, but I'm slightly concerned because they were very anxious with trying to give out the whole thing to it, so fingers crossed this actually works for us, but let's find out. Okay, so I did get candy, so just want to show you this, like a Halloween tree. It's kind of cool, but like I said, got 20 minutes, so gotta keep moving. Oh, sorry. Perfect timing. There's actually a group, and they've kind of like 10 of them, and they've all come as Willy Wonka and the Munchkins, so it's kind of cool. This room's very dark and green, so I'll touch base with you guys when we get to somewhere else, okay?
Hey man, you got your ticket? Sweet, thank you. All good, good.
Say boo. I get it. Never mind. Alright, you're gonna love this one. What kind of trousers do ghosts prefer? I don't know, what kind of scaredy pants?
Okay, treat location 3 of the 4 they've got this year, so we're going this way somehow. But I also did promise you guys, again, if you haven't seen that, links down below to all the other parks, but this is the Flume area, which is completely shut down at the moment. Like, as you guys have been seeing, like the ride path is completely dry, so it has not been open in months. But I don't know, like, this used to be a cool part of the park, but it's now just kind of empty. I'll put you guys down so I don't drop you, but I'll let you guys know what the candy hole is at the end and stuff. Okay, so this is the last one, and this is in the Shadow of Buzzsaw, another attraction that's been down since the reopening of the park, which is fun. Okay guys, it's the next day. I completely forgot to kind of tell you guys what I got in the way of candy, as well as my experiences from the whole event. Candy really wasn't much in the end. It was kind of like 4 pre-made baggies of stuff. I think there was a few different warheads, some lollipops, stuff like that. Nothing great, but like I said, it was okay. I was surprised, as I've kind of pointed out, that they were extremely ageist with giving out the booklets. My sister and her fiance were able to get them, but only after she kind of did call them out and like, why are we here for if not? Comparing this to last year, because this is the second year they've run this event, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. The place was packed. There was no social distancing. I did ask about it. There was no COVID-19 plan in place. I had to wait probably about 15 minutes, maybe 20 to get in myself. But my sister that came about 2 hours later to the event literally had to wait an hour and a half to enter the park. Yeah. Most of the rides were down. The one ride we did do, we waited in line for, honestly, far too long. I think it literally was over an hour we were in the line for. I did kind of point out there that people just didn't know how to line up or what to do. But, yeah. It's hard to explain because I know I'm not trying to be harsh, but there was so much they could have done better. However, saying that, I'll leave you with me from last night for my outro, but just want to kind of give my experiences. Okay guys, I'm back in my car now. I completely forgot to do an outro while I was in the park. It was just so busy and I was trying to get out. Hope you guys have liked. But yeah, that's Halloween 2020 on the Gold Coast from the 2 theme parks and the end of our part 2. If you guys have liked what you've seen, please don't like, subscribe and hit the bell. Get notified next time I upload. Bottom of the screen like always on my socials. But yeah, if you guys want to see more stuff from the parks and anything else to get myself up to. But until then, I'm just tired. See you guys in the next one.